The reason the status quo is the way it is because of the myths that exist in business. Some of the myths are that business is easy, but the truth is, business is not. If it was easy, all of us would be doing it. All of us within environmental health would have our little corner and would be dominating in our little area of expertise. But unfortunately, it's not. When you look at the current stats, over 30 to 50% of the business landscape, new businesses that get started, they fail within the first 2 years. When you go further, within the first 5 years, then the number goes higher to about 50%. So the market is saturated, but not by environmental health practitioners. The market is dominated not by environmental health practitioners, and that makes the barrier to entry actually quite difficult. People are not understanding that there's certain principles that you gain from being a business owner that you can then trickle down within the workplace that you are actually working in, and the amount of value that you create allows you to work in unison with government to provide that particular value and service. Another myth is that one needs funds to get started. But one forgets that as an environmental health practitioner, you already have the knowledge base, you already have the skill set, you've been exposed to communities and problems firsthand through your experiential learning or work integrated learning. And therefore, you have a network of people that can introduce you to the right people, people that can mentor you, people that can empower you, and people that can help shape the trajectory of your business that you're actually going towards. The impetus then becomes on you to actually start on that idea, shape that idea, and then act. A lot of the business opportunities that exist just require intellectual levels of thinking. They just require knowledge. They just require a certain skill set and a certain level of expertise that you can bring forth and then present to the overall market based on the problem that you are solving. So startup capital sometimes is not that necessary. A strategy that people can use in this regard is actually to take their invoice or quotation to a client and say, I'll only start service once I receive 50% of the funds within my account. That way, you cover yourself as far as overheads are concerned, and you cover yourself as far as running the service and providing value to the client. Just an idea. Take it, don't take it. It's up to you. Another myth, I need a business plan to get started. Not true at all. A plan is just that. A plan is just that. There is a saying, of course, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, but not necessarily by means of a business plan. You'll have to have that overarching plan that will guide your business direction, that will guide who will you service, what niche, what type of service you are going to provide, and who is actually going to lead the process and why you are actually solving that problem in the market. A business plan comes later on. A business plan doesn't come immediately when you start the business, because a business plan's purpose largely is to bring forth investors into your space and to bring forth people that will be able to add value monetarily or value via their networks and partnerships and collaborations. I need experience to get started. Not true at all. We have entrepreneurs that have run businesses from an early age. Remember, everything that you do, for you to get experience, you actually have to jump into that pool. You actually have to jump, and then everything else will follow. Everything else will be at the back following you as you are the leader, making sure that everything falls into place. So you don't necessarily need experience to get started, but experience does help. At the same time, experience does become a bottleneck. So you need to be careful in terms of which faucet experience will actually fall in. Then I'd like to bundle these two together. Everyone can run a business. Not everyone is meant to run a business, because both are actually true. The only way you can know whether you can run a business is to start one and then fail or succeed. Even when you failed, the amount of skills and knowledge, experience, expertise, the number of people you meet, all of those elements, when they conglomerate, it means that within the workspace you'll be able to use those tools and then actually succeed within that space. Then the element of everyone can actually run a business, it can be true in the sense that we don't know until we do it, but at the same time many businesses need individuals to run the management aspects of the business and to run the different departments that fall within a business. In the beginning, granted, you are everything, you wear all the hats, but these two facts and myths can actually form sort of a parallel lane that you actually run in. So you'll decide whether it's a myth or not. You'll decide whether you are able to run a business or not.